I had the most amazing time during my childhood, especially with my brother and sisters. We had two very caring parents who saw to all our needs and were very supportive during our transition from a young person to going into our first career. I started my career with the Northampton Borough Council, the Youth Training Scheme. I'm sure you've all heard of it, the YTS scheme. I was there for 2 years before I applied for my very first job with the Chief Exec of the Borough Council, where I was attentive to the role of receptionist, and I loved it. And that's where I started my career, moving up the ladder to work for the Education Department at the libraries, and then I moved over to the voluntary sector back in 2001, which is where my career started, working for the voluntary sector. So along the way I've had a lot of support, and I've loved the journey that I've been on, and it's got to me one of the highlights in my life where I've been quite lucky with the support of my family to enable me to do that. My background, I'm very passionate about the town and the people that live in the town, and what drives me more is when I see inconsistencies and when I see difficulties in the community that people are facing, I want to be that voice. Whether it's to do with litter picking, whether it's to do with somebody's benefit, I have been able to gain the skills during my career to be able to work with the mainstream services and know how their services work. So it's enabled me to support a lot more people in the community, and that's really driven me a lot. I think my career highlight has been starting my career at the very bottom and working my way up. I spent time working in education, social services. I've also volunteered in the community and worked for the voluntary sector for many, many years. And from that, what enabled me to get into politics and to become the mayor was the drive and determination that I had, and the fact that I cared about the town and how it was. And to be able to make a difference, you need to be in the situation. And for me, that was joining a political party, then being elected and then representing the town. And then my opportunity came when my colleagues and other councillors who selected me to become the mayor. I was so happy that I was able to represent the town as the very first town council mayor. So that's been my highlight. When I received a letter from the university about the honorary fellowship, I was so pleased. I didn't know who to run to and tell. But when I said to my husband, look, is this real? Can you read this email and tell me if it's real? And he said yes. And the family was so excited and so happy. And it's nice to be recognised for the work that you do in the community. I mean, I studied at the university as a social worker, and I've put everything into being that person who's been out there to support the wider community. So it's been an honour to be accepted for that honorary fellowship. The journey through my mayoralty and what has been the highlight during my mayoralty is meeting those community groups that I've never heard of whilst I've been working and volunteering in the town. There are some amazing individuals and organisations, voluntary churches, mosques, all those places that make a huge difference. It's been such a privilege to go in and see what they do and how they've been managing even during the pandemic. And I wanted to learn more about them, how they're functioning, have they had any difficulties, how can I assist them with my knowledge base. It's been amazing, and it's been very humbling to meet those people who haven't seen the mayor for nearly 2 years, and to be able to go in and see people, it's just been very touching, and they've been really welcoming of me coming and visiting them. I would say believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. And the journey that you take from start to end, it never ends. You are always learning, continue to learn, and it's really important to apply your learning to the wider community to make the town a better place to live.